Welcome, you fine folk. You're about to listen to one of the most dynamic recordings ever. We're a Connecticut-based podcast that will never ask for a Patreon. That's not what this is about. This is about recording, creativity, and imagination run loose in the time when those things are needed. Welcome to Dungeonetics. In our previous episode of Dungeonetics, we made an interesting discovery about the orcs we've been fighting. See, as they were corrupted by Bane Solus and the Harbinger, if you kill them, well, they turn into zombies and rise again. It's double trouble. We all hate it very much, and thank you for being a part of it. But we have an opportunity. The king is calling all the orc forces for one group meeting. Get their shit in line. Since they're in a line, why don't we all take them out? We just have to find our way. So listen in to this particular episode of Dungeonetics.
Oh, I got a thing for that. If I live.
Well, you're just done. You're not dead.
Not yet. Not yet.
Alrighty.
Scary marching.
Duffin, you take 6 points of damage.
They will come and take your
And Skeet, you take 6 points of damage.
So if I uncanny dodge.
You can use it. It'll save you 3 damage.
Right. Well, it's
Okay.
because it's a reaction, right? So
Yeah.
And it's not like it's a once per day thing, right? It's a
Yeah, but you only get 1 reaction per turn.
right.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
yeah, I guess I should save it for a heavier hit.
No, you can use it. It saves you 3 hit points. If just anything else hits you this turn, you won't have it.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll hold off in
Okay.
case it survives for longer.
Didn't turn anything up there.
Now it is Sleeping Orc's turn, and he's just peacefully snoring.
Scary.
Sir Rogar?
No.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Go up and get the undead thing. It's not looking at you.
Well, there's one like
Oh,
right next to you.
Right next to Duffin.
I'll put myself in between.
All right.
And if it wasn't looking at me, hopefully I can get out.
Well, you should have advantage because we're flanking it, or we're attacking on 2 sides, right?
Yeah, if you go diagonally 1 step to the other side, you can get a flanking bonus. The other side. You have to be directly opposite with the wolf.
There you go.
All right, roll.
Oh yeah. My uncle played there.
16 or
Gotta go, but
9, so 16 plus.
Your weapons attack modifier, which is the first
So
number.
yeah, so 19.
19 hits.
Alright, so the long sword, 1d10 plus 3.
They'll never find us.
We don't stand out at all. 10 damage.
oh, would any of you guys
10
want
damage.
free pass the rails of the dark side?
You kill it.
Whoa!
I won't be able. Yeah, I'm not working Friday. But
How does the blood... No, there is no blood. Is there blood in the zombie?
Oh yeah.
Depends on how fresh,
It's,
right?
Yeah, he's still bleeding like he was just a moment ago. His blood didn't just like. But if he's a zombie that's been walking around for a few months, then probably not a lot of blood left. Skeet?
if that was was that a glyph that activates on death, or is that
That's my
somebody
guess.
controlling it?
My guess is it's something that activates upon death because it didn't activate
Like a
before.
ruin, it's not like a-
That's my guess.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's no way to know unless you have someone that's
All
Arcane
right.
spellcaster.
that
I'm going
does some kind of a
to-
little more in-depth investigation.
Well, if he did an investigation, he would probably.
I'm gonna do inflict wounds on it.
Oats. Or
Oh wait,
Otis.
does inflict
I have
wounds
an
heal undead?
investigation.
No, it does necrotic damage if he's.
So if he's resistant.
Well, I
to
mean,
necrotic
yeah, either
damage-
one of you, if you did like an investigation or
But
a lore check.
Rogar took it down moderately easy.
Took it down.
Alright.
Took it downtown.
But he also hit it pretty hard.
I'll do toll of dead on it.
Oh wait.
Or that's the same fucking damage type, isn't it?
Is Hold the Dead radiant or necrotic?
It's necrotic, it's probably not going to do much.
Totally does. Probably.
The sound, no, yeah.
Yes, it's necrotic damage.
Like,
If he's
just
resistant,
the
it's only
word.
half
Oh,
damage,
yeah.
right? So, alright, I'll do inflict wounds on him. Screw it. I know he resists it, but it's if it goes through, it's
Oh yeah.
so 18. It's a good hit.
18 definitely hits.
So it's 3d10.
Yeah. Man.
1, 2.
Actually, wait.
So that's 5, 10,
Anybody with the last name Man?
so 18, 20,
Mega Man.
Mega Man.
23.
Thank you, man.
23 damage?
Yep.
Alright.
Mega Man.
Oh!
17.
Pretty good, but still, it's not he's dead.
Are we still fighting this
I think we're good. It went back in the cave.
Jabberwock?
Oh, it didn't move yet.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it went out of sight.
No.
No, the light went inside. He created a light and had the light kind of like these.
Oh,
went
to
into his
distract
cave.
it. Yeah, okay.
Everything else that you are playing back to yourself, it's Brian's wishful thinking.
Okay, gotcha.
Correct.
Because he
Gotcha.
tried to move it in the cave before John.
So,
I
Drago.
did.
Drago, you were up.
Well, I guess we're gonna do something to this guy.
Hide.
There's nothing else here other than
Tie
this
him up.
guy. Can I just tie him up?
You can run up there. He's up a 10-foot cliff.
All right.
So you can dash and give me an athletics check.
Could either tie him up or coup de grace him.
You could.
If you cross him, then he's
But
gonna
it
turn
sounds
around into
like
a
he-
zombie.
Oh yeah.
15.
He'll just
Okay, yeah, you climbed up there.
And
You
it
gave it
aids.
a pretty good climb up the side. After that, it is Duffin's turn.
Dude, tie him up and we can maybe interrogate him.
That'll be the plan.
That was why we put him to sleep.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna ready an action if I think the
Jabberwocky.
whatever its name is, if it starts
Cattle
moving
bleepers.
toward us, if the cattle bleeper starts moving toward
Yes.
us, I want to position the
Moonbeam in front of this.
moonbeam in front of it to deter it from attacking
Yes.
us. But
See
if it's
where it
not
is.
doing anything, I'm waiting to see.
Oh yeah, I would like to take my move action that I never got to do.
Okay.
I want to be on the other side of the orc.
Alright, so you ready. If he comes at you,
Move the moonbeam in front.
so
Like dance from a-
he isn't a super light person.
20.
Alright, so you carry this big manly orc in your arms, and you just jump off the 5-foot ledge and you land.
On the other.
Without waking him up.
Yeah, well,
Cradle him.
Still-
Because of the
still
crit
thrown away.
allowed you to cradle him just so as
Like a
you
really high down.
shock the ground, your arms just perfectly.
He's humming a lullaby the entire time he's doing.
He's like, oh, orc, be peaceful.
Sleep, youngling. Sleep.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have Otis being all Gunther.
Alright, Duffin.
That's my title.
Okay, I want to try and start moving to meet up with the rest of the party over there.
you think?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
You know what though? Don't bring that guy with you.
Well, I also plan on moving the moonbeam in front of it so it doesn't...
Oh, that's even better. So that's your turns
Put
after
it
that.
like
so.
here.
Yeah,
You're not standing there by yourself.
yeah,
now.
pretty much. Once
The
again,
lit up guy is all of a sudden not lit up, but just standing there, a silhouette against the dancing lights in the guy's cave.
Wait, you're moving
and
the guy
he's
that
just
moved me
sitting in
again?
front of
Okay,
it.
so here's just because I don't want to fuck you over twice in the same encounter.
You literally just didn't do
This
that.
is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Just shut up. Shut up. Everyone shut up. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna rejoin the party, and then I'm gonna ready an action. If it starts moving towards us, then I will move.
Okay.
So
That
then
way
you'll be
he
fucked.
has time to get to us.
So then you'll be fucked. Right now you're
That'll
not.
be fucked because literally on his turn, which is going to come before mine,
Yeah.
he's going to move.
Well, the other
Yeah,
thing's gonna come out
but
like
if he
moving
starts
again.
moving towards us, he's not gonna be able to move again. He's not. He would need a double movement to
or
do a
knowing, or
U-turn.
knowing his luck, the other one's gonna come out of the cave again. And
Why don't you
right
just
behind
get to over where I am and then talk to me about it?
Why do I want to be fucked with you?
You know that went there in the first place. I mean, you are the one that went there on your own volition. It's not like no one.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I was trying to get over to these guys.
How? By going over here and dancing?
He's like, I couldn't help it. It was like a stage light. I couldn't resist the opportunity to dance.
All right,
It's
so
in my blood.
you're gonna move
I had
over
a
to
dash.
the other group
Yes.
and ready in action to protect yourself with the moonbeam, but you're gonna leave the moonbeam to protect Oates.
Yes, correct.
And a chain drops and a chair appears in front of you. You sit on it and pull back.
Oh,
the
what a
chain,
coincidence!
Splash dances right in front of the Catobleepus. Oh, here it comes.
Oh, here comes the cowboy.
You may not give a fuck about the moonbeam anyways.
Let's come right through the moonbeam. It's gonna go up the mountain.
It,
All right.
It's
That's
looking at the other side of the moonbeam, looking
Jesus.
down. Well, actually looking straight at you because he's 5 feet lower than you.
Oh,
So
jeez.
he's kind of with his head up, looking into the light, and on the other side of the light, you're just standing there like, yes.
Hello.
Nice.
And you see its eyes as it's looking at you, just getting darker.
no.
Like it's like pulling you in. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I know what this is. It has a death stare.
Now you say it.
I just remembered. It has a. It's like Power Word Kill, except it can look at you.
Oh, man.
I forgot.
Now you tell. 9.
You can't make it up.
9 plus something.
I forgot.
Hey,
It had a
Bob.
death stare.
You might need some kind of inspiring
9 plus
presence.
1.
I got
So.
it. I can't.
Bobby, you're gonna
You're
need
gonna
to
give
save
it a
him.
10.
I gotta go water.
Dude, it's not.
Silvery barbs
Silver
is good.
orbs.
Is good.
You need someone else to fail though. Silvery barbs steal someone's luck to give someone else luck.
So then give it
takes
to
my
him,
inspiration
so he can make the saving throw.
Yeah, but he needs someone else's luck to steal.
I have my bardic inspiration that he gave me.
Yeah, you can't put it on somebody else, can you?
But if he loses, if I lose it, then it goes to him. Correct?
Well, the silvery barbs won't necessarily steal it. All right, we'll do something weird.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Why are you not on the board anymore?
Huh?
Why are you not on
You,
the
hiding.
you won't be able to constantly do that, but in the faith
Yeah,
of
so that's-
helping Jeff Goldblum not get
Thank
fucked. Skeet, give me another d20 roll.
Really give it this time.
Give it all you got.
For what?
Just give me another
It's a 2.
d20 for stealth.
I
It's
got
a
a
2.
2.
All right,
That's the base.
so your good stealth never happened.
Okay.
He stole it.
Okay. Put me back on the board, W.
This is kind of like
Little rewind.
rewind, as we like to call it in the game, friendly game.
Thank you.
But in the future, you're not going to be able to repeat this. If you want a silvery barbs on
Hand.
hand to give to your team, you have to have cursed someone. Well, you can't curse someone on your team. You got to curse someone, boon someone.
Yeah.
So you prevented his stealth check to give you another
Well,
Constitution
couldn't he?
save.
Couldn't he silvery barbs the creature?
The creature didn't make a roll.
But it's in the process of doing something.
No, it and the process of forcing him to make
You
the
got a one.
Jesus
Constitution
Christ,
save.
I'm rolling so low tonight. 5. Plus 1, so it's
After
6.
all that, nothing.
Son of a bitch, man.
After all that,
Nothing.
Nothing.
Wait. Sorry. Wait. Let's see. You're done for.
Yeah, pretty much.
You were at 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, pretty
Time
much.
for a vortex warp.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna definitely need a nap after this, guys.
Oats.
Warp.
Oh, it's my turn.
This is such a handy spell.
I mean, the good thing is you can run away because you're not in actual combat with them right now.
The only thing is you have to jump up 5 feet.
Yeah, that's true.
And the way
Wait,
you're
how many
rolling, you probably
potions
miss
we
and
got
fall back down the mountain again.
Bob,
All right.
Just gonna move.
can one of us go over there and give him a potion?
One idea.
Why not?
You get an athletics roll. You
I'm
get
gonna,
up
Let him run.
I'm gonna stay right there, and I'm gonna.
Jump up to 10 foot or 5 feet?
to just 5 feet. Just jump up and run.
I'm gonna use Prayer of Healing on myself.
That is out of combat spell.
What? No.
It's it takes a minute to cast.
Son of a bitch.
It's something that after the battle's done, you get it actually hits the whole party.
Oh wow.
Can I use
like
Healing Word?
You could.
All right. I'd like to heal myself a little bit.
All right, roll 1d4.
But I hate 1d4s. 3.
You are up to 7.
Oh, cool. Heartburn pills.
Man, we really gotta get away from this.
But the problem is, and how you almost completely screwed your party by abandoning him. If the death ray takes you to 0, you die.
Yeah, there's
No
no
death
save.
saves, and he is the only one that can resurrect on your party.
It
And there's
is
no more
literally
scroll.
power word kill, but with eyes instead of the actual.
The only way to bring him back would
really
be
almost
to
like
use
that.
the dust.
Yeah.
PCP?
Yeah.
Paw jammers?
Has been known to have that
Someone's
effect.
shed it out. God, you were
It's
all
been
the way
forever
over
since
there.
I've gone.
Hey, you go after paw
What's
jammers.
your HP now?
You're at the end. You rolled it 1 for
I know.
initiative,
I
so
just didn't think it was
you
that
wait
far.
until the end of the turn.
I didn't think it was that far away.
There's nothing I can do.
Just hang out. I got a plan.
Oh, cool. I'll wait till he goes. Then I'm gonna react after him. And by react, I'm going to
Do nothing.
do nothing.
can keep moving, and we all know what Wolfsbain's going to do.
I don't.
He does the same thing. Like it's his most cast spell he has.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Vortex.
the most useful one with you guys. You keep running into trouble.
Vortex
Keep going.
work.
Yeah, he's
He basically ends up doing a ton of crowd control
Yeah.
on his team most of the time.
Mark.
Are you
just
gonna
do
warp
weird
us
things.
toward him? Because all my action will be to jam my healing potion in his mouth.
Mark,
You can ready an act.
Yeah.
You can
can
do
you
that.
just vortex the thing into the
Or
cave?
just move down the mountain. I'm saying not like right there, but
Yeah.
down the mountain. So.
It doesn't seem that they're super duper aggressive.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're going to hunt you guys out. So it's up to
Maybe
you
there was that
guys.
with blood on its mouth. It could have been berries. It could be a herbivore.
Well, the guy's already on the horse. So let's,
If I remember correctly, it eats carrion, but mostly it's a
Omnivore kind of thing.
yeah, it'll eat carrion, but mostly it eats like plants and stuff.
Yeah, it's an omnivore. It's not gonna hurt it.
If I remember correctly,
a
although it's
carnivore.
strange because I thought they were
It
like
eats carrots.
swamp creatures
I
or
can send my
something.
rats.
They are a little more on the they follow places seeped with death.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Oh, that's not
They
good.
eat dead.
What the hell does that mean for what we're walking into up
Probably
ahead?
nothing great.
Yeah.
Well, you did just fight orcs that after they died, they immediately rose as
yeah.
zombies.
Okay.
So it eats the zombies after they. It follows
Okay,
the
it's
zombies.
attracted to death, and you.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So how close are we going to camp? Where are we going to camp?
It's a good
So I mean, I guess what we can do just
amount
to
of distance away.
stave them off a bit. I'm gonna take the 2 orc zombies and I'm gonna dump them at the mouth of the cave.
There you go.
Yeah, make a peace
From up
offering.
top above the cave.
Obviously, after we ransack their corpses for anything useful.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think they.
Yeah, they have
orcs don't
their
get adventure.
ravaged hide
You already
armor.
have their
They
javelin
have,
lodged.
they have their axes, and that's about it.
Well, yeah, I
And,
just
a bundle.
I
of
just
javelins.
wanted to make sure they didn't have like a missive or something on them with information we could use.
I mean, you have
Any
a javelin
piercings or
stuck in your
tattoos?
side, so.
Any piercings or tattoos?
It was
Like
a
I said,
tattoo on
they
his
have
face,
they have like facial tattoos
so it turned into a zombie.
that
So,
look
yeah.
like someone tattooed like they're not all in the same place. Like one of them's got like the one you have is right here, and it's like a skull.
So in the past, when we fought other orcs, sometimes they had like fetishes or totems that represented their clan affiliations.
Yes. Give me. Well, you actually have one.
Yes.
And it is the same one, the creeping frost.
Okay, so it is still.
No, the hand, right? The white.
Yeah,
So
the
I
creeping
kinda-
frost. That's what I was getting at. That these are the same guys from before.
I kind of want to see if I can. Is there anything I can roll to see if those tattoos are produced by the fungus that was taken from the tree?
The coming of age. The age
Give
is
me an
harbinger.
Arcana roll.
By the way, the age is harbinger.
That's a critical.
A critical?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's an arcane trickster. He knows magic. He's just not a full caster. It is the same magic, and you have fought creatures that reanimated after
Yeah.
they were killed before.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
like what's his name? That liege lord we had to fight.
Well,
the
it went
uprising.
during the Civil War. You were trying to broker peace, and then people started turning into
Yeah.
zombies.
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
So yeah, I basically relayed to the group. I was like, "This magic is the same as when we got into the civil dispute, and
Is it the same as the spores on
and
the
it
tree?
is the
Yes.
same. It is the same magic that comes from the spores on the tree.
Oh boy.
So this is what they must be
So
using
they're
it for.
trying to build an army.
Yeah, that's my guess.
They're trying to build a prison. They're trying to build a prison.
Since we're all sharing information, when they said we're waiting for H,
Terran.
no, most
Harbinger.
assuredly it's the harbinger.
Yeah, yeah.
If they're waiting for him to arrive, we have the jump on that information.
They said they were going to meet a camp that is waiting
Yeah.
for H.
That
Okay,
they
so,
said was a day's ride away.
Yeah, they said they were heading to a camp, and they said, "What's going on?" They said, "Don't worry, when we get there, H will tell us."
Can we lay out the map for our prisoner and hopefully they can make an X?
All right, so you wake him up after
Yeah.
he was beautifully cradled by the
Dragon.
Dragonborn.
How long does it take?
You
to learn?
slap him up, and he's like, "Ugh!"
I don't know.
He's kind of struggles against the bindings, and then after he sees the 5 of you, or the 7 of you, eventually
know
when the other 2 curl around.
Oh, wait. Can I do disguise cat?
Could
I
you
would like to
teach
be
it
a Kip Shredsternoth.
Okay.
You
That
have
way
to
you
ask the
can
DM.
check
That.
out the double
I'm not really
dialogue
sure.
mark.
Honestly.
All right, so
Really quick.
who speaks Orc?
I do.
No.
So just the 2 of you are translated for the team.
Yep.
Could they teach me orc or rudimentary orc?
Not in 5 minutes.
Not
No,
right
no,
now,
no.
but if you wanted in your downtime to spend time learning another
Or
language,
What you could do
You
is
could-
because we can speak it, you can just read our thoughts.
No, I more meant like.
yeah, you could turn
Future
a detect thoughts on and then just like listen
Yeah.
to
No,
them.
I'm more meaning for like a plan I thought.
Or you could listen
down
to
the
you.
road.
Well, I mean, if you want to help me in my downtime heal the tree while I'm doing that, I could teach you Orcish since I'm not going to be going anywhere. I'm basically going to be stuck in one spot healing a tree, so I should be able to teach you something in between.
Yeah, you won't learn it, and it'll take weeks for you to learn the language, but you could start working on it.
I'm going to pull a caltrop out of my pocket, throw it directly at his face.
Okay.
Oh, wake up, sleepy pie. You doing okay?
He just he spits and growls.
He
Not
says
you,
your mother
John.
wears combat boots.
And he's like,
10 plus
You will
7,
be
17.
you will be flesh fodder for when my master catches you. You can't stop the darkness.
This is
Interesting.
what we've been chasing.
Legitimately, you're correct, but you can't stop the lightness either, man. That's not how this works. You should probably learn that before we take each and every one of your fingers.
Well, you can't directly talk to him.
Yeah, and he kind of looks at
can
you.
you
He kind of looks at you
Translate that
because
for me.
he has no idea what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah.
oh,
And then I translate it, but I make it a little more harsh.
And then
I
take my
translate
dagger.
it, but I make it a little more light. So we got like a
Good
good cop,
cop,
bad
bad cop.
cop going.
No.
All right, he
I
doesn't
take my
look
dagger.
super cooperative.
Saying
Oh,
this.
Cast charm person on him.
oh, orc bacon.
so that is an instance where that spell does come in handy.
Oh, there you go.
It will give you
Basically,
Advantage.
magical truth serum
Oh, okay.
well, not necessarily that, but he will get an advantage to any
questions.
questions and will be regarded, at least him, as a friendly acquaintance.
Ooh.
Let me see.
You would.
All right, he failed his wisdom save.
Flay him.
He now thinks you are his friend, but you still don't speak orc.
Earlier before when you were like, smells like marijuana.
Yes.
So
Tell him I am his friend. And I am here to help him.
I'm actually very tired.
no wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. You can detect thoughts on us.
No, it's
right?
not good.
Yes.
Not good.
I will think the words in orc that you want to say, and then you
Yeah.
can just say them.
Okay.
That is
Good idea.
That is pretty good.
so. We will
I-
That's way too
consume.
much fun. So many great sandwiches.
That's just a cantrip.
I have edibles. I have edibles.
Yeah, I know.
So the charm person is the first level spell. You can use your sorcery points to cast
Yes.
another detect person. So you've used all 3 of your second level spells.
We also have a third level version of that too.
You could, or you can save the third level spell.
Yeah,
I
let's do
can
that.
So
and
you cast detect thoughts,
after that.
and you basically say what you want to say.
So
Either one of these
whatever.
guys think it, and then you can just repeat what you hear in their mind, and you're kind of ad-libbing orcish
Yes.
while he is charmed.
Yes.
Give me a persuasion check, my friend, with advantage.
Oh.
Guac. Come on.
Not that one.
That's not
That
great.
will not be
Roll
the D20
advantage.
you'll be using.
With advantage.
Roll another d20.
Just in case. Just in case.
Oh yeah.
He has that.
Dude, you gotta.
You won't be using that one either.
Wait, so with the 4, go ahead, roll that. That's his Impartial Inspiration. God damn it.
Wow. Wow.
Plus what? 4 plus, so 7 plus what?
Persuasion plus 8.
That was 15.
15.
15, that's not a bad roll. Not an amazing roll. But he does regard you as a friend now because he has the charm reflect from you. So what are you asking him?
Ask him all the good questions.
What do you guys want me to ask?
Well, where's the camp?
Yeah, the camp.
That's really what we
Where
want
is
to
your
know.
camp located?
You must untie me, and the 2 of us, we will go to the camp to the north. It is past the hills, and once the snow starts falling, just another 2 hours, you will see by the our polar bear guards where we're stationed.
In my head.
I'd say to you, I would untie you, but they're holding me hostage, and if I don't answer their questions, they will kill me. Yeah.
All right.
So then I say, how many is your numbers? How big is your numbers of people or army?
How big is
Our total force, hundreds, but currently, the king has many of the men out.
Oh.
The king? Question mark.
Who is that? Which king? Question mark.
Our old king. The leader of the creeping frost that will, following his ancient frost giant founders, will bring the tide of the winter
Told you guys about the
down to the valley.
Wait a second.
Anything else you want me to ask him?
Is that the darkness? Well, basically,
All right, give me a persuasion check again with advantage.
15.
Why does it feel like
10. So
all of
15
this
plus
is
8.
also familiar?
23.
23.
So he kind of is hesitant for a while. He's like, we don't talk about H. The king is not the greatest friend of H.
You want to talk about Bruno?
Interesting.
King is not the greatest friend of age.
the harbinger?
So why is he serving H?
Why is he serving H?
The king does not serve H. The king serves the giants.
There's a
Giants?
third faction involved?
Well,
Yes. I told you guys about the giants at the beginning.
Well, I know. I figured at some point in the story they would be making an appearance. I just didn't think it was this soon.
Come on.
Anything else we need to know from this guy?
well, the orcs might know something about what happened in the mountain with the.
Because thinking
No,
back,
no,
also
Oh, here's the one. Here's the one.
remember
Why did you guys attack the city and take the bark off the tree?
Give me another roll.
We should be saying why we
Why did we?
You guys are buddies. Oh my god!
I'll take that one.
All
15 plus 8, 23. Talk.
He kind of whispers at you so that no one else can really hear
I
you.
lean in to like act like I'm actually.
And
I'm a wolf. I hear it anyways.
You're not a wolf anymore, you said.
No,
he's a wolf.
I am. I
Oh.
stayed in form.
And he comes over and he's like, the king doesn't know about that. That was H.
Oh, so it's like a side deal.
That's what?
That was H.
H wanted the spores. What would happen if the king found out that H is sending you on missions other than what he wants you to do?
And he replies, he's like, H offered the Duskhorn, which was my first tribe, to the king to unite the orcs. But H is our chieftain.
We could potentially,
So H is building
Here
an
must be.
army.
without the king knowing about it.
Yeah.
So we could turn the king possibly against H.
The king is already against H.
Yeah.
Well, they're not great friends. Basically, what he was saying was, you've heard of the Creeping Frost. There's
Yes.
another tribe of orcs, the Duskhorn.
Yes.
This guy was originally Duskhorn,
Yes.
who follows H. H offered his men to help in the War of Conquest with the Orc King of the Creeping Frost.
So if nothing else, we can sow discord between the orc tribes.
But currently,
Yeah, I mean,
the
that's what I was
Duskhorn
thinking.
are helping the Creeping Frost in the Frost King's descent upon the softer races in the south.
So we could turn the orcs against the king and break them up, so they're easier than
Or
that.
against each other.
Or yeah, against each other. We'll convince that the lighter skinned ones are better than the darker skinned ones. So an orc race war.
Oh my god.
They're not actually different by skin,
Yeah, I mean,
but
You steal a
What
princess
if I
and
what if
blame
I
the other
told
side.
him that we were sent
Yeah.
by the king to stop them because we found?
But they
found out
did
about
tell
it?
you that when H pledged their aid, the Frost, that Orc King of the Creeping Frost, his goal is to conquer the human lands in this valley. That is his goal. Whether he is lovey-bovey with H or not, that is what he wants to do. H is currently helping him do that.
Yeah.
Now, does
So
the
they're-
king...
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce a podcast I recently have come into understanding of. Dice Populi. They have an amazing idea for a campaign, for a concept. All of them are dungeon masters and take turns running, let's call them chapters of the campaign, with all things being interlocking and canon. The song you have heard in this episode is produced by Colin Ketchen. He plays one of the characters. I'm not going to tell you which one. You have to listen to find out. Guys, if I can recommend a great starting off point, I would, let's just call it episode 1. And they just get better. There is one amazing bit, and it came at the night. Sorry, guys. Anyway, please give them a listen too. They're well worth your time.
that his friends, when they
Have
unfortunately died by
a
the
great adventure.
cat of Lepus, killed them, that they reanimated into zombies, and that, as he noticed, that only happens to his people.
He's not gonna know.
He does know that.
No?
He's like, the tattoos that were implanted on us
Oh, implanted.
power the rune of death, and it will give us life eternal.
Well, sort
And
of.
I informed him, unfortunately, that life eternal means you just become a zombie. And you don't.
Still more blood. in service of
Where-
my tribe.
Where
Fair.
is that? Can we destroy that?
Do you know who put the tattoo on
Who
your
put the
face?
spell on you?
Alright. You currently have detect thoughts on. He looks he shivers at that approach. And he has the thoughts of this man in kind of like really thick, overflowing robes that is wearing a mask that looks like kind of like a cross between a mime and a clown.
Nice.
But everything is like kind of like drawn like by a 5-year-old. Everything looks intentionally
Cartoonish.
Scary.
And that's on
cartoonish.
No.
And
no,
it's
the guy
just
that's
like-
turning them.
Guy
Turning
who
them
touched-
And you can see underneath this mask like these glowing eyes, this picture in there.
God damn it! It's always
And
the
the
guy that
only
took
thing
Brian.
you hear is one word in his mind. 2 words, sorry. The vial.
It's the guy that took Brian's Goliath.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
That was the Harbinger.
That wasn't a harbinger.
No, it took who?
That was the Harbinger on the horse.
The
No,
Dark
that
Rider
wasn't
that
a
met-
harbinger.
that
Yeah.
No,
killed
Dark Rider.
one of his guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
wasn't the
yeah.
Harbinger. He works for the Harbinger.
we thought it was the Harbinger, but
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
it was our first encounter with something strong. But
Yeah.
you know, the Harbinger is actually a druid.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
vial
this
is.
was another creature.
Vial probably works for that.
VILE
Yes.
VIAL.
The vial is actually.
Vial.
It's not a jar.
VILE.
Nah.
Yeah, the other one is the glass tube. One of them is a vial individual. Right.
One of them's a great album by Cannibal Corpse.
And he kind of has like a symbol on his helmet, or not his
I-
helmet, his
Shaped
mask.
like-
I draw that symbol on the ground.
What?
Well, he never said the symbol. Only people reading his mind could see it,
Yeah.
which is Mark.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Mark can probably
Mark
make
can draw
a
it.
note of
So
it
I-
in his book.
Then tell it to you in regular speak because he doesn't understand it.
Yeah. And then I draw it on the ground.
You draw it on the ground. No one recognizes it.
And I will say,
Except-
and I say to him, my friend thinks he might know the creature who tattooed you. He's going to draw the image, and if that's correct, just tell me. You don't know.
He looks at it and he looks away as soon as you draw the symbol.
What does it look like?
I'll have to send it to you. I
Ah,
can't explain it. And no one recognizes it except for one person in the room. Well, in the camp. Skeet.
Oh, Skeet.
It is the magic symbol of a healer you once met that turned you into a rat.
Oh. You dirty rat. You stole my
Vile.
bro. You dirty rat.
That is the guy.
I like
That's simple.
Wow, there are like
So-
connections within
I
connections
thought it
here.
was
The vial is the guy that
Hell.
turned you.
I was worried.
He didn't turn me.
It was a healer that helped
He
him
was a
with
healer.
his problem.
Poor guy.
I know.
Not a healer
Yeah,
anymore.
I was
Too much Shrek.
afflicted with lycanthropy,
You were, you know, Shrek.
and when he treated me, he made it so I wasn't contagious. anymore.
Yeah, so he didn't. He's no longer a lycanthrope, but
He
he.
couldn't stop coming.
In this form,
Yeah.
Healed
Couldn't-
you.
he healed me from
Hard
afflicting
to lay
others.
off the
Yeah.
sun when you're drinking all that schnapps.
Yeah. He cursed you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Picard.
Yeah.
To be
And you don't stop coming.
Rat.
in existence.
In existence.
His blood sugar must have been the amount of albums he's.
Probably something else that got dreamed into existence by a
Is
beholder.
there anything I could do to like actually release him that we send back to him to like plant a seed of this deceit or something in their ranks?
I guess John, can I roll for any knowledge of anything that could possibly rattle his cage a little bit?
No, saying if we plant something in him, say like we were sent
Whoa.
by whoever.
Something else.
Right.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. What if,
Oh,
what
yeah.
if we did that, put him back to sleep, and we all vanished, and he went back to camp with all that knowledge
Oh,
that we put into him?
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Just
So
let him
once
know
I see the
say-
symbol
We
on
say we're
there,
gonna set you free to send back to your camp.
when,
No harm, no foul. We'll say that we took care of business. You say you took care of business. You found nothing. We found nothing.
when I do, does the orc understand common at all?
No, because
Like-
understand what we're saying.
No, but he might only be talking to you in Orcish because he doesn't think we can understand.
That is true.
So, so when he draws the symbol, like
Like I said,
I
you understand
like
common-
look at it in genuine
You understand
shock.
common tongue, I can speak to you in my own.
I look at it in genuine
own
shock.
language.
Well, you can't tell me You can't tell me that right this second.
No,
But
but
maybe
through
right.
Rocky's translation, I can say it to him in orc.
It's-
You understand
It's
the
a
common
devious
tongue,
idea.
So
then I can talk to you in my own.
Devious.
We can talk in a different
I think
language
it's a good
that these
idea.
guys won't understand.
So what I'm gonna say, Mark, here's the plan that I'm thinking is, because obviously I see the symbol, I look like shocked by it, you know. But then
I
if
sent you additional information that I didn't share with the group.
okay, all right. So I look at it first in shock, and then you see my face like suddenly start to boil with rage. Okay, and
Kind of like you were with Dusk.
And no,
Yeah.
no, it's very different than that. It's because you could tell that this is a very close to home kind of anger, you know. So, or I don't know if you could tell. I guess you could try to detect thoughts, but you know,
I guess
Tech thoughts on it. What do I find?
find that he's upset.
can I try to resist it?
You can resist it if he probes. If he's trying to look for something you're
You
not
don't even notice it's
currently,
there.
if you're not currently thinking about, but if you're currently thinking about it, he can lift.
So
surface
the
thought.
thoughts that you're going to
So you
detect,
do- no,
the
what
thoughts
you do
you're going
is-
to detect,
Hold
or
on.
you're going to have.
Hold on, whoa,
Yeah,
before you
no,
say anything.
you listen to me because
No.
you're reading my mind.
No,
I'm telling
saying-
you my thoughts.
So that way you don't tell everybody I'm saying. Just write it down.
It's not going to
Keep it-
spoil anything
Okay,
what I said.
okay, that's what I want to
So.
make sure. That's why I make sure
So,
you're like let up some
you
big
just
thing.
hear in a very angry and anxious voice, how can this be possible? How can this be possible? Like repeated over, and there's nothing else. Just like he's so caught up on how is this even a thing? Like, you know,
How is that
like
person
he's
still alive, kind of.
not just how is that person still alive, but how is it? There's that, and it's just like it's almost like a huge betrayal was revealed in some way or something like that. I guess you'd say, you know, like maybe it was, and you hear like was this part of his plan all along or something like this, you know, like so you get that it's the person that healed me. You get that I'm in complete shock and anger and almost like full of anxiety over it, and also you're wondering if like you get kind of like what they did to me. You're wondering if it was all him experimenting to lead up to something like this.
Like you were a guinea pig.
Yeah.
You rocket raccoon.
So
That's what I was thinking.
and then I turn and I look at you and kind of say, "Get out."
No.
He has a range on
Yeah.
it. You can just like.
I
slaughter off.
look at you like
Oh, that kind of get it. I think like
Yeah.
leave the area. Yeah.
yeah, no. I look at you and you kind of like
understand.
get it like get out, and I
understand.
do actually start to walk away,
I understand.
and I start violently punching a tree.
Oh, get that Kyle energy going again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he can only read thoughts within 30 feet of him. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you like take a breather, you can't hear anything.
No, if you
Any
wait for me
more-
to calm down, you might get a little bit more out of it.
Any more questions for the orc?
Well, I
There's
think we
been
still
quite
want
a few story revelations.
I think we do that plan of sending him back with something.
Well, yeah, then
Yeah,
we can
but
just
if you don't
follow
wanna-
him to where the camp is.
Yeah, send him.
Oh, give him something that you can picture clearly.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
And let him go. That way, even if you lose sight of him, as long as he can cast that spell, which is a pretty powerful spell, and be within 1,000 feet, he can still keep honing in on him.
It is a second level spell, so I can only do it twice. So if we lose him, we get into a fight
Well,
and he keeps
I
going.
am familiar with him now.
Yeah.
So if need be, I could pull out sending. talk to
Or
him.
you can only talk to him for like an hour.
And even if you talk
you're not
to
his
him,
friend
you
after that.
wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to speak Orcish without him nearby.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he won't be your friend. You
But-
can still put words into his head,
But by then, I might have learned Orc from you.
Yeah. What kind of object should we give him then?
Well, I was
Rock.
gonna ask him, does he understand the common tongue?
Oh, I know. I still have the old the symbol of his tribe. I could just give that to him, and it wouldn't look out of place in his belongings because it's something that originally came from their tribe to begin with.
Great.
so you know where you're going.
Fantastic.
You know where you're going is
I mean, we
it's
had a- have an
started
idea,
to
he
snow
gave us
there.
the map and everything.
So if you do start to lose track, you can cast it, and the spell lasts for 10 minutes. And if the guy is within 1,000 feet of you, you know the exact location and where the direction of his movement. So like if you lose him in the like increment weather,
Yeah.
you can just follow his symbol.
Which also gave us a little. He also kind of gave us a.
And he gave you a general gist.
Yeah,
of
but
where-
having that
No,
on
I'm
his
saying,
person helps
the
if he
two of them
doesn't
together, I'm
go
saying.
back to the camp later.
Two of them together, I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
you
is
should-
there anything I could tell him to plant on him that he will go back to the camp and say to them?
Wasn't
that
he gonna?
could- So
Yeah.
Well, once the spell runs out, what you would need is the suggestion spell to actually make him where you can implant suggestion that he will carry out. After an hour, anything that you suggest him doing, he's no longer regarding you as a friend. He's gonna after that hour, he knows that he was magically toyed with,
Yeah.
and he'll get a worse reaction towards you.
Yeah.
So, but he's gonna be head. He knows that he's headed in that direction. So
Well,
he's gonna continue.
He's by himself. Is he gonna like not go towards the camp
Right,
at that point?
exactly.
or is there anything we could plant on him that would?
Well, we talked about
Say,
that.
Yeah, we already
mean,
did
or
that.
do we
No,
just
no,
like,
I'm saying something else besides that.
or do we just kill him because
What, like
the
some
second
kind of
he gets to the
magical
camp,
item
he's
that
going to tell
explodes
the
when he
camp
gets there?
about us?
That's true.
So,
Do we have any magical bombs?
We could just kill him. Yeah, we could just kill him and then just
Magical bombs. Like
he already
what?
told us where the camp is.
we could sneak in at night and
No, but I mean,
Kill
like
a
if
bunch.
we
Suicide bomb.
You don't have.
we
any-
know the general direction of where the camp is, but we
Right.
don't know specifically where the camp is, and so
you could go like you guys could sneak in and kill them to sleep. You know, up to 40 people, and we could just kind of creep along behind you. If things get bad, we get into a fight. See,
I mean,
how,
or
see
we
how
could,
many you
we could follow him until we see signs of the camp and then kill him before he gets there too.
yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
That's true.
Or we could put him in the pocket portal.
No.
You and your
He
pocket
dies.
portal.
And then we have a trap zombie.
But
Unleash on people.
he's got like a lot of strength, so he could probably get out of it pretty.
Yeah,
easy.
remember that's a strength check. Even if you close it
Yeah.
because it's only 10 feet, you could push it back open.
Yeah, you'd have
And,
to sleep and tie.
You
and
know-
back up again.
Relatively, it's not that difficult. Meta way, it's a strength DC 10 to push it open from the inside.
Okay.
So he isn't a weak creature.
He's
yeah.
an orc. He's got
So
strength
so
for
Fergus
days.
was just too
He was tied up. or
Yeah, he's
something.
too weak.
too hurt to do anything.
Poor Fergus.
Yeah. I knew it was him. I knew.
Bobby.
But you couldn't say
100%
that.
sure it's not him.
That was 100%.
I mean,
No,
I
you
was
wouldn't.
100%
even
sure
if
it
we
was.
send him back without killing him, they're gonna know something's up when the other two don't show up.
That's fine.
We'd have to know more. Like we'd have to know what
Well,
the
you're not.
tribes.
Remember, you're not telling him you're following him.
Right. We're
So
just we're
you're
following
just
him.
saying it's not safe here. You should head back to your camp.
He's a
And
big
he's
OP
like,
orc.
okay.
Yeah.
And
then when he
unless
wakes up,
unless you're like 5 feet behind him, you're like, dude, keep moving, keep going.
don't look the other way. Look the other way, guys. We're good.
I mean, you could find out like more about the two factions to see if one actually hates the other and they're just
He
following.
said that. He said that.
They
He said they're not.
His
They are.
group was just like
It's
handed
like
over
any
to
like
the king.
game you played, like the
Yeah.
old Warcrafts. There's a bunch of tribes of orcs.
Yeah.
They're not all like best friends. I want to hug
Yeah.
and like smooch when we're not, but they're all aligned to destroy the humans and take over the valley.
It's just that one group follows.
Yeah,
Robert
they don't
and the other
agree
group
with
follows the
everything,
king.
but the one thing they all do agree on is all humans must die.
Yeah, we can't Othello them. You know.
Why are polar
Yeah.
bears so angry about it?
So I mean, we should.
No, they're
I don't
just
wanna fight a
mounts.
polar bear.
They just use the polar bears as mounts.
Those things are nasty.
Yeah.
They're like the
Indeed.
strongest bear.
So
Indeed,
we gotta
yeah.
just
Well, that's good.
release
Then
him?
we have a way that we can draw them out.
Like, I'm not
I'm
sure,
not
but I don't
just-
think I
just
can,
roll.
like,
we're just gonna
wild shape
release
into
this guy?
that until, I don't
Yeah.
know, 10 or
I
12.
don't, and
Something
No,
like
not
that.
that long.
is
There you go.
Alright.
how about we just go follow this guy to the camp and see what
Yeah,
happens from there?
let's do this.
I tell him.
Well, we don't need to follow him to the camp. We
God
already
damn
know
it,
where
we're following
is.
him to the camp.
Put the thing on him. Put the curse on
Yeah,
him.
we're saying-
Let him go.
And we're staying 900 feet away.
There you
Saying
go.
like a yeah,
Biggity
900 feet
bam.
away.
Let's do this.
Yeah, and I tell the guy that we're gonna let you go back to your camp. Don't you're free to go.
Tell him it's not safe here.
It's not safe here. The kind of believe
Alright,
is
so-
about to come back.
So the other question is,
Do we need to rest?
are you gonna rest? It's midnight.
We're gonna rest when we find the camp.
It's a couple hours away.
It's 4 hours, so you're gonna march through the night
Mhm.
to try to find this camp of orcs.
I mean, we could just keep him tied up for another couple of hours and
Yeah, but
rest.
he'll turn off his.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we
only got
should
a-
be
only got
letting
an
him
hour
go
of him.
now, letting him get a couple miles away from us before we
can't.
start.
We can't. We
We have to
can't.
get within 1,000 feet.
You're not going to be using the locate object all the time.
Not all the time. So it's
Because
usually,
he can
we'll
only-
leave 8 hours.
You
from
can
now.
every day. He only has 20 minutes of homing.
Yeah.
Right.
So the locate object is for like
good.
when you're tracking them, and you've hit a red like a wall, and you're like quite not sure where exactly he went,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you focus on that and hope that it can be like he's in that direction, going that way, and then it
Yeah.
kind of like puts you back
Yeah.
on the path.
So I think
You know
that's
what?
what we do. We let him go. We rest.
Here's my idea. Break his ankle.
We could, you could,
Then we could rest
stab
and he
his
won't
leg.
get away far.
You could stab his leg and he would be limping, so he'd be at a slower.
That's why I said break his ankle.
If we do
Why
that,
don't you
he's not
stab
going to
him?
be charmed anymore, though.
I don't think he'd be
Yeah,
able
but
to
break the
follow
charm.
it.
Right. So instead
It would
of
break
instead
the
of
charm.
walking at 3
Yeah.
to 4 miles per hour, he's walking at 1 to 2 miles per hour.
Yeah, but that
so
breaks
he's-
the charm though.
yeah.
It would break the charm.
Uncharmed.
Yeah.
So let's
So
not do that.
you can let him walk off,
And then shoot
and
him,
then
shoot him
shoot
with
an
a,
arrow in his leg
yeah.
when he's
shoot
at
an
maximum
arrow in
range.
his knee.
Yeah, you
He
can
will
aim-
take an
you
arrow
guys
to his
can
knee.
try for that. and
We're
see
going to
what
go
happens.
the
Okay.
Skyrim route on this guy?
Yes.
So why don't you try that, and I'll just let him go.
Yes, I'll shoot him with a crossbow when he's walking away.
Okay.
You sure you want to be the one to put the crossbow? Because if you just fire a crossbow out to the...
That may be a Skeets thing, personally.
Yeah, maybe he can jump up in a tree and
Or
Shoot
shoot
him.
in.
We'll probably get sneak attack on it.
You
They're
don't
trying to kill
have
the
to hit him in a vital point if you don't want to.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Even if you qualify for a sneak attack, you can choose not to hit him like in the like femoral artery,
Right,
so he just
yeah.
bleeds to death.
I just want the sneak attack for the advantage portion of it. Well, I guess.
You get advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it's
has
charmed,
nothing
so
to
you
do
know
with the
what's
sneak
going
attack.
on.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right.
So he's off.
Charms off.
Send him on his way.
I pull the bow
You
and
put the thing in his pocket, in his pouch, without him noticing.
All right, so because this is going to be a long range shot, you can do it from hiding, so you don't have advantage, but you don't have disadvantage.
how long of a range?
Yeah. But you don't want him to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you shoot him at like 160 feet,
Yeah.
like you guys can stay all hidden, and he'll snap out of it, and then he'll just.
All right.
Wow.
So that's a 17.
All right. So you wait until he gets out of range. You're just hitting the rocks, and you're like, and you just see, ah! And you see him, and he's like, ah! And he just like starts wandering off. And on top of it, he
Doesn't
is
know if he was
leading a
charmed.
little blood trail.
Oh,
He's going to bandage it, so it's not like he can bleed all the way for 4 hours.
Right.
But there might be a drop here and there as he's making his way.
Yeah.
But then it also doesn't let him realize that he was charmed, or does.
He knows he's charmed, but
But not
what is he
as-
going to do? Run back to the seven of
No,
them?
what I'm saying,
Right.
he doesn't like, know exactly. Yeah.
He knows he was charmed, and
Yeah.
he just...
Doesn't care.
And for all he knows, that one volley of arrow was the precursor to many. So
Yeah.
So now we can take a short rest.
Well, the short rest.
We get
Long rest.
within sight of the camp.
If you don't
and we
take a
can-
long rest, you're all going to have a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
don't
Okay, all right.
Because
Yeah,
you
go
guys
on
haven't
rest
slept for a day at this point. It's like midnight.
I'm so tired.
Do not make me regret this.
Regret it.
When we're sitting, when everybody's setting up their camp, if you're sitting somewhere away from people, I walk up, I sit next to you, and I tell you this.
I love secret.
Yeah, that.
And I do detect thoughts. I got it too, motherfucker.
Das Boot. That's all I got to say about that one.
See? Told you. We're professionals. Wow. I mean, some of us didn't even... Some of us finally got to do the thing that we've been wanting to do all along. I, for one, applaud Wolfsbain. Marvelous. Well done. Thank you very much for listening to Dungeonetics. We can be reached at Dungeonetics at gmail.com, Dungeonetics on Instagram, Dungeonetics, the Facebook page, Dungeonetics. We have a video game, Dungeonetics. Put it on a bumper sticker, because I won't buy them, and you won't either. Again, thank you, Kellen and Virus of Ideals, for your wonderful contributions, as well as, oh man, James Brown. Perfect. And remember, adventurers, each inside every one of you is a little adventurer just hoping to get out. Sometimes you're grasping others so tightly inside of that bubble, just hoping not to. Have a good night.